It may be respect, it may be curiosity, or it may be recognition of your energy. And here is a direct piece of advice. Master your presence, your confidence, and your style. When you do that, you will no longer wonder why she smiled. You will simply know. If this content opened your eyes, like the video right now and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel because every week I will bring more tips on female psychology, masculine energy, and effective communication techniques. And if you really want to go deeper and learn words and phrases that trigger instant attraction, I left you the ebook Secrets of Attraction. The link is in the description and also in the pinned comment. This material will show you in a practical way how to turn every interaction into a real opportunity for connection. Now it is your turn. Pay attention to the next smiles you receive. Apply what you learned today, observe the reactions, and then come back and tell me. Because when you understand female psychology, you will never see a smile the same way again. 97% of older men do not perceive the real reason why younger women smile at them. And today, I am going to reveal a list of 7 hidden motives behind those female smiles. And right away, I want to give you a warning. One of these reasons will surprise you a lot because most men can never imagine that this is what is actually happening. Most older men believe that a young woman's smile is just politeness, maybe a gesture of sympathy, or at most, a sign of respect. But psychology shows that it is not exactly like that. Neuroscience research indicates that a smile can be an unconscious response to emotional stimuli. It is not just about sympathy, but about how she perceives your energy, your posture, and your presence. And now I ask you directly, how many times have you noticed that smile and completely ignored it? Or even worse, how many times did you think it had absolutely nothing to do with you? Well, that is exactly the mistake that separates ordinary men from those who understand female psychology. When you master your masculine energy and apply active listening techniques and effective communication, every smile you receive becomes an opportunity for connection, emotional reading, and silent attraction. And that is exactly what I am going to show you now. First reason, confidence that does not need to shout. Older men no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You have lived long enough to understand that it is not necessary to chase approval. That calmness transmits silent confidence. Young women pick up on this very quickly. They perceive that you are not desperate to impress, and that is exactly the detail that triggers that light, spontaneous smile. It is as if her subconscious says, "This man knows who he is." Second reason, the energy of maturity. Young women are surrounded by insecure men who constantly change their opinions. In contrast, when you position yourself with firmness, you transmit something many of them lack: emotional stability. Psychology calls this a dominant frame. When you maintain your internal state even in the face of provocations or tests, you become magnetic. The contrast between your maturity and the immaturity of others is so clear that often she smiles as a natural reflex. Third reason, presence that stands out. Have you noticed how most young men enter a place completely glued to their phones? They are not present, they are just distracted. But when you, with centered energy, enter a room, everything changes. This is called conscious presence. It does not need words, it is felt, and women notice it immediately. In this case, the smile is almost a silent recognition. This man is different. Fourth reason, style that does not seek approval. It is not about wearing flashy clothes or trying to look 20 years younger. It is about simple elegance and attention to detail. A well-chosen shirt, a watch that matches your style, a well-groomed beard. These are subtle signals that you know who you are, and that self-care triggers a psychological switch in her, attraction toward a well-defined identity. And remember, style is not about money, it is about congruence. And young women respect and smile at those who are authentic. Fifth reason, the protector figure effect. Now comes the part most men do not perceive. Some young women subconsciously seek a protective energy, not because they want a father figure, but because their brain associates emotional stability with a sense of safety. It is an unconscious process linked to the amygdala, responsible for detecting threats and seeking refuge. Her smile can actually be her way of saying, I feel safe with you. And this is where many men make a mistake, confusing that smile with simple politeness. Sixth reason, curiosity about your experience. Experience is attractive, and I am not just talking about professional achievements or travel, but about the wisdom you carry. Young women sense that you have stories, experiences, and lessons that boys their age have not yet developed. That smile can mean exactly that: curiosity to discover the world through your eyes. It is like a silent invitation for you to share something only you can offer. Seventh reason, the aura of not needing them. This is perhaps the most powerful point on the list. Older men, when centered, do not need female validation, and the psychology of attraction is paradoxical. The less you need, the more magnetic you become. Women sense this. They smile because deep down they feel that you are free. And it is precisely that freedom that ignites interest. So the next time a young woman smiles at you, do not be naive. Do not always interpret it as attraction, but do not dismiss the signal either.